repeat what they said in the chat there. This is it. This is the deciding moment. These two titans, a StarCraft 1 pro, switched StarCraft 2, had a rough time on his way back versus arguably the best pro, one of the best pros in the world, a GSL finalist of recent times, one game away from being that champion. It all comes down to this final game on Iron Fortress.
4-player map. We're taking it to Game 5. PartinG has made it happen. Let's go into the game right now, guys. PartinG versus Soulkey, Iron Fortress, Game 5.
요이 플래시 월스 파팅 권희사 vs TCM 게이밍 소울키 김민철.
Down here in the bottom right, in the yellow, our Protoss player, he's PartinG.
And his opponent horizontally spawned with him down here at the bottom left in purple is Soulkey from TCM. All right, it all comes down to this.
What do you think Soulkey does? He's been the playmaker this entire series. PartinG, actually the defensive one. Kind of funny to say that.
If you think about PartinG's style, a lot of gimmicky Zerg versus Protoss things don't really work against him. Say, like, on this big map, what if they got cross-spawned even putting it that far? What if you wanted to do something crazy like 2-base Muta? It's gimmicky, it's not very good, but it might work against PartinG every now and then. Not going to work against PartinG probably because he's going to kill you before you can get there. He's going to attack you, he's going to micro perfectly, he's going to realize you're doing something like that, and he's going to hit you right before you have the Mulus out, right before you have what you need, and he's going to kill you. What other sort of builds can we see from him maybe? Early pool out of the question already, obviously, as he's gone beyond that point. A roach timing, a very aggressive one. We've already seen that. Kind of do some damage and then eventually kind of peter out. Straight up late game against PartinG in today's meta with no Swarmos. Pretty tough to pull that off.
I don't know why they're clapping down there.
I'm not sure.
Kanata was standing up, though. It's pretty funny. So PartinG goes for a very big scout here, actually going as far as to check for an Overlord, and now he's going to go cross.
Oh, Kanata went to the bathroom. I've done this many times before. Sometimes you guys don't even know when I do it.
Yeah, we try to sneak you over there. Sometimes these long 5-game series can get to you if you didn't have the time to go last time.
Yeah.
Or even if you did, just while you're casting, you know, drinking some water.
I'll be totally frank with you, Velez. I really need to go right now, but I just don't have time, man. And I'm not going to waste a second. I'm not going to miss a second of this game right now.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
I don't care if this game goes an hour long. I don't care if this is a Soulkey versus reality game right now. I'll be here, okay? So we are going to see a gas pretty quick here from Soulkey. And this gas, you know, could lead to just safe Zergling speed to make sure that PartinG can't hide pylons around the map. It can shut him down pretty hard. Or it could be an aggressive attack, especially with this wall placement that we're seeing here. Roaches would not be bad. That would be pretty good, in fact. Look at this, only 16 drones and he starts big Ling production.
Man. 8 of them already on the way. Soulkey, you're up to no good.
This is all scouted though by the probe. You can see how many drones are there. He saw the gas, how much has been mined. Sees the empty natural.
Kanata came back from the bathroom.
Yeah. He didn't run though. That's how you got to go to the bathroom with style.
Wanted to keep his composure, I guess.
I run when I have to do that, man. Okay, Zealot came out.
All right, Zealot, if you insist.
This is not a very, this isn't a wall, just simply put.
He's going to try to get it right now. That one probe, by the way, got a huge scout. That's why he knows to put up this wall.
Yeah.
Seems like he didn't realize by drone count when he went last time what was happening.
You know, the sentry is about to pop out. This is what he needs most right now. And by the way, Soulkey is not committing to more than 8 Lings. So he's down on workers for a brief moment here, but he's definitely going to you know, in just a few moments, be able to like catch up. 2 Overlords always scares me when Zergs do that, because sometimes it means they're going to make a ton of roaches. He doesn't have a Warren, so this is about drones in this case. Okay, he spends all of his larva on drones. And he's supply blocked again, but the second Overlord's about to pop, so it's okay. And finally, in one of these games, we're actually going to see some core tech coming out that's not Twilight Council.
I like it. Get a little bit of a standard game here. Ooh, he's not going to let it in.
Good deny on that scout. We do see a quick lair coming up from Soulkey off 2 base. Is he actually going to do the 2 base meta? Probably not.
I doubt it.
That would be totally crazy.
This is Soulkey. It's game 5. A lot of mind games come into this one, especially between friends. I'm sure they played against each other so many times. If you think about that, like, these guys probably have like hundreds of games against each other.
Oh, for sure.
It's pretty insane.
Hundreds. Think about that for a second, guys. Hundreds. Yeah. Look at how many games they played televised. Like, not even really 300 between the two of them in Starcraft 2. Or I mean, like, about maybe that many each. Plus, you know, add that up. But like, think about like how many games they played together in just in practice. How many games these? Oh, just I can't even. Yeah. I'm too stressed about this game right now. I'm like saying things that don't even make sense. I'm sorry if what I just said isn't even true or like it's like I worded it wrong. I'm sorry, but anyway, a ton of sentries on the map right now to help him take this 3rd base with the Oracle.
Sees the Forge. And let's see if he sees that that probe going in down there. He's got an Overlord nearby.
Yeah, a few Overlords over here with that 3rd base. Got spores coming up now. First one's already in the main.
Ooh, Void Ray.
Yeah.
Makes that 3rd base even easier to hold. Skirt against roaches. Soulkey has been showing that so much these days, or rather in this series.
Based on how Soulkey's been playing this series, it's like he's definitely going to attack.
So smart
right?
to make that Void Ray.
Yeah. It's like he's definitely going to attack with roaches. It's a genius move almost. I almost want to go as far as to say that.
And Soulkey, this time he kind of switches it up. He's gone up to 52 drones, making 5 more. It looks like he actually wants to saturate that 3rd base for the first time.
And make a Hydralisk Den.
Wow.
So
what is this?
He shows the roaches, and he wants PartinG to believe that he's going to attack, but he's really just cranking out tech. +1, speed, more spores to be safe, and that Hydra Den.
Love to just see him go up to Hive even. Looks like for now he's going to commit to burrow movement for his roaches. So maybe just try to fight a simple Roach Hydra composition with upgrades for now.
Yeah.
There's that infestation pit. Okay.
That's not going to be for Swarm Host. Spoiler alert.
Wolf, come on.
Sorry. I know some of you guys probably haven't even seen game 2 or 3, but I had to spoil this one.
You got to say spoiler alert before you spoil it. Otherwise, it's like there's no alert. That's the point of the alert.
8 Hydras to start with, range almost done, and he's going into Hive, so we're going to see some Vipers.
He was thinking about going for the creep, but I think he's not going to. Sees the Hive. Really nice timing on that Phoenix.
I think he's like a bit timid. What if a few Hydras come out there and kill his flying units, trying to kill that creep like we were talking about. Look at how many cannons PartinG committed to because he was so scared. And Void Ray does go down. See, this is exactly why he decided not to do it earlier. Still ended up losing the Void Ray. 4 more gates. PartinG gearing up to possibly be aggressive. You could take a 4th base with the setup that he has and how defensive he was earlier. I think it could be okay, but I think he's a bit scared about these Vipers coming and hitting him before he's ready. Storm's on the way, High Tempo on the way to help deal with those.
Sometimes you see Protoss just stay on Blink, Stalker, Sentry, Immortal for so long. And Moonglade actually says this all the time. He's like, well, you just get Storm, like get those High Templar out. It's so good against this composition.
Yeah. I mean, Blink Micro for somebody like PartinG gets you so far, but the Storm, possibilities are endless. Plus, it can help you feedback those Vipers with the High Templar.
Yeah, of course. I think we're going to see an attack soon from Soulkey. Yeah, from Soulkey.
I'm
Vision.
Loving these revelations. Just always lets you know exactly which angle he's going to approach from. Good force fields here. A lot of energy spent on that, but well spent. You need Storm.
How does he do that? That's just insane.
Experience, man.
Like a full, just like a straight line instantly.
No overlaps whatsoever. Here we go, Storm about to finish. It's done. And now we're going to see this engagement here.
Some aggression on that third base, but there's a lot of cannons. There were 4, I believe. Now there's 3.
He needs to actually go over there and save it, though. It's going to go down if he doesn't send these units up. Okay, here we go. Storm goes down. Decent damage on these Hydras. Force fields again, but the force fields are going to work against him. I think he might end up losing his third base. He will.
He will. And these units, they can get out if they want.
Oh, the Storm doing more damage to probes than it is to Hydras.
Man. So many probes go down too. And not even taking bad trades there, focusing down a bunch of those sentries. He doesn't have all too many now. Soulkey's doing just fine back at home. Is there something burrowed at that third base now?
Yes. It just got cleaned up, though. So insignificant at the end of the day, but
so cheeky.
Cheeky indeed. Now, PartinG can survive through this phase of the game.
I believe PartinG can survive anything, man.
Absolutely.
He's actually a god.
Except in games like 1 and 2 where you like, totally could not, and we still in the game. I was like, dude, you can't survive this. I'm sorry. I'm going to pick up this Observer, which is really nice. Look at that. Boom. Still gets tagged, though, which is something that he's not really going to be able to deny. +3 on the way with this Hive. We haven't seen a Viper yet. Not a single one. So expensive right now for Soulkey. And PartinG is just hanging in there. Off of 2 base. I just want to point that out. I want to remind everybody.
Yeah, I don't know about not making that Viper. I think it would just be so useful with this composition. Get Blinding Cloud on all those Stalkers. I mean, what is PartinG going to do?
He has the money, too. Now he doesn't have the freed supply. But PartinG's army is way better. Without Blinding Cloud, let me just read out some numbers to you guys. There are 6 High Templar, 5 Immortals, 25 Blink Stalkers, and 7 Sentries with Guardian Shield and Force Fields.
Soulkey gets huge concaves, but it just doesn't matter. There's so many Immortals in this composition. Also, all the Storms.
Immortals actually do decently well against Hydras because, you know, their shield is activated when the Hydras fire.
Oh, man. Storms going down on a lot of those Hydras now.
Look at Soulkey's army supply fall. Look at his supply in general fall. He doesn't have the bank he used to. Maybe he should have been spending some of that gas on Vipers. And the Hydras didn't have speed this whole time, which didn't matter because he was on creep, but
I guess he's just not making Vipers because all the High Templar are out. It's like,
guess
oh,
so.
they're just going to get feedback.
This is a really good concave. This is a really good concave for Soulkey.
He's actually taking a really good fight.
Yeah.
No more sentries, and he backs off. He's going to make a bunch more units. He's got +3 on the way, and he's got 4 bases.
That's really key.
That was a really good fight he took there.
Part of that, though, to be frank, was a lot of those were just sentries going down. But this is going to be a big pickoff. Pick off an Archon. Maybe get the second one. PartinG has to turn and fight. That Archon is doing a lot of tanking, doing some splash damage on the front. Good blink Micro makes an arc, but he loses an Immortal. Is he going to blink the chase? It's a brave decision.
No, I don't think you can. Too many Hydras.
He has to blink back. And he's taking, again, a decent fight here.
I think that's going to be it. It looks like Soulkey's just in a great position right now. He's forced to blink away and run away. A lot of these Stalkers being picked off as he runs away, and +3 gets nearer and nearer for Soulkey to completion.
PartinG, you know, just, again, fighting now at the top of the ramp where he has his good position, but he doesn't have High Templar to fall back on anymore. Finally, he has his third base. He can finally saturate again and get some of the minerals from, but it's not going to give him any gas. He doesn't have assimilators there yet. He needs those, but he doesn't have time.
Oh, my God. Look at this. He goes up the ramp, gives him no room, comes from both sides, and I think that's going to be it.
I think so.
He's going to lose all of his Stalkers. Everything's going to go down. Soulkey is going to advance over PartinG.
I can't even
One of
believe
the
this.
best PvZ players in the game.
Can't believe this. So close. Just not enough. This base is going to go down. PartinG is defeated. Look at his camera shot. Here comes the rest of this army. Now barreling down the natural. These 3 cannons aren't going to hold for long.
Look at the supplies, 42 to 175. PartinG, he just cannot accept it yet.
Looks like he's about to type it. GG!
GG! Soulkey will move on to the round of 8 over PartinG.
A great game. A great game. A great series.
Yeah.
Amazing series.
PartinG made it close. You know, he got 2 in a row after Soulkey got up 2-0. And at the end of the day, Soulkey's finally able to pull it through. PartinG looks devastated. Oh, man. That's got to hurt. You come back 2 games. You tie it up. You get to that 5th game. And I'm sure he's going through his head all the mistakes he made in that game.
You know, Soulkey played so well. And again, Valdez, this is the GSL finalist from last season versus Soulkey. People were calling him a nobody for a while. You know, he moved into a foreign team. He left SKT. Everyone's like, he's done.
He's back.
He's back.
He's back.
He is
so
back.
many players are back.
And this is terrifying. Like, what world are we living in now where PartinG can get upset, Zest can get upset, Life almost got upset by Terminator. Where are we? What is this tournament?
That's true.
This is like we're moving into a new era of StarCraft 2 in Korea.
It's like we're losing all those players who are just not there. They're getting there. They're practicing so much. They want the prize. More and more StarCraft comes